Hi again, it's me.
Hi again, it's me.
Well, hi, once again, it's me. Welcome to the channel. My name is Nick Lacursi, and today we will be talking about making money streaming music online. I'm going to be talking about the three main ways people make money streaming their music online with the use of Spotify, YouTube, and iTunes. Alright, let's get into it, starting off with Spotify. So Spotify, a strong contender that has about 191 million monthly active users, and starts off even stronger by paying the most out of the three programs, with about 70% of their revenue going to the rights holders of the music. The Spotify stream quantity percentage of total is about 62.97%, and their revenue percent total is roughly 69.7%. However, their average amount per stream is only 0.00473, which makes them the number one as far as you getting to keep the biggest cut of your money. But we still have two more programs, so let's keep it going. Let's move into YouTube Music. So, YouTube, everybody knows it as the place to watch fun videos or streams, but is it a place to make money from your music in the YouTube Music category? Well, YouTube stream quantity percent of total is only going to be about 21.7%, and the revenue percent of total is a mere 3.81%. And the average amount per stream is the lowest of the three groups with a minuscule 0.00074. Yes, you heard that right. It's 0 followed by another 3 zeros until you actually get to some real numbers. So although it is lower than Spotify, there's plenty of opportunity though to get a lot of views and to also have your music be put into plenty of YouTube playlists. So even if you don't feel YouTube is right for you, you can still get your name out there by using the program. Now to appeal to the guys with the Apple on the back of their phones and have the urge to tell Samsung users that they are using an overglorified toaster oven, let's get into Apple iTunes Music. Last but certainly not least, or greatest for that matter, is Apple Music. Apple, well known for their high-end devices and even higher-end prices, happens to be the lowest of the three programs as far as how much money you get to keep that's yours. And the lowest of the three programs, Apple Music stream quantity is only about 7.18%, and their revenue percentage is in total is going to be about 13.37%. But they do give the highest amount per stream with 0.00735. So for all the Apple users, including myself, yes, I am one of the people that uses Apple phones, even if I roasted them just a little bit, I don't know if Apple Music is going to be the best bet. So what do I think is still going to be your best bet, though, for making the most amount of money and keeping it? I'm going to have to get it back to you with it. But as my final thoughts, let's get into the final thoughts. All in all, your overall best bet, in my opinion, is going to be using Spotify, but Apple is still a strong contender with making the most amount per stream. So it's honestly up to you guys. However, I am going to go into Spotify more if you decide to go onto that platform. So stick around because it may sway your opinion. Let me break it down for you just a little bit more. So in order to make $865 per week, you're going to need to make about roughly 200,000 streams. I know that sounds like a really big number, and wait for an even bigger number. Or 10 million streams per year to compete with a median personal income standard. However, it is possible. A man by the name of Perrin Lamb made over $65,000 in 1 year from one song. He did this by making it on a Spotify's Coffee House playlist, and he just watched the streams grow from there. If you want to know how he got into Spotify's playlist, there are 3 simple steps. Number 1, he has a verified account with Spotify. This is essential to making sure that music gets out there on Spotify, because Spotify, they're going to want to promote those that they have verified and they've checked the accounts and they've checked the music. They're going to want to push you guys more than anybody else. And they want to support those that they have put their time into as well. And number 2, he made something that fit with the playlist for what he was put on. One of the biggest things people say is, oh, I'm verified on Spotify and I talk with the playlist curators, but they won't accept my stuff. Well, you have to check out the playlist and see what they are appealing to. If you're making screamo or hard rock and you're applying to a coffee house playlist, it doesn't make too much sense for them to put your work on there despite how good it is. And if it doesn't fit the vibe, they're not going to want to put it on as well. And lastly, number 3, you have to have your name out there for them to want to check you out. You have to stand out from everybody else that wants to put their music on the playlist. You have to get out there. You have to promote your name. You have to promote your music. Promotion is one of the biggest things as far as music specifically, and just about anything on the internet. Even if you want to only use one of these programs to make money, I still recommend that you put your work out on as many programs as you can, whether they be big or small. YouTube is one of the biggest programs as well as Spotify, but check out even some of the smaller ones like Tidal or some of the other small programs. Take a look online, see what's out there. Even if you don't get a lot of money from them, it's still worth putting your music out there. So getting your name is one of the big things. I know I've reiterated it a couple of times, but like as far as all things considered, that is the biggest step you have to take. So as a parting message, if you're interested in making money online by streaming your music, I'm going to recommend Spotify for you, although I would still recommend checking out the rest of the programs. If you guys notice anything that I didn't happen to mention or I just straight left out of the video, leave it in the comments for me to check out. I'd love to see what you guys have to offer to me. I'd love to bring it in on another version of this video. Let me know. Thank you for watching the video. Make sure to like and subscribe and make sure to hit that bell on your way out. See ya. Hot, got 'em. 6 minutes of content, boys and girls. We are here for at least the benchmark of 10 minutes.
Good one. And now,
and like Ty Lopez likes to say, we are all about the knowledge.
Knowledge.
So let's get back to our knowledge on streaming music online. We know what comes out to be the best for streaming music as far as the 3 programs that we talked about, and we know how to get music on Spotify's playlist, but I left you guys somewhat vague on how to make your name public to the people. This is where we used our good friend Ty Lopez as an example. So first things first, it's all about presentation. You have to present yourself in a way where you achieve what you want to say in the way you look. Now this may sound a little confusing, so let's dive a little bit further into it. If you want to be taken seriously as a business entrepreneur, for example, you can't be showing up to your business meetings with tattered jeans, a tank top, a I Love Mama tattoo on the side of your arm, blasting Laren Skyrim from your phone. You want to look professional, whether it be a more business casual approach or a proper formal business attire with a full suit. Ty Lopez does this very well. Anytime he's selling a product, he either shows himself in front of his mansion or in front of his cars, or he's dressed very clean. He needs to do this in order to show himself as being put together and that his product was put together very well also. Secondly, this ties hand in hand with step number 1. You have to make what you are selling as presentable as you are. If you're attempting to promote your music, you have to make sure that your album cover art is spot on with what the music is and looks good. Some of the most iconic albums ever made don't even have to be about the music inside the album, but just the album art itself. One of the bands that I know a lot about and I've seen happen plenty of times with their album art is Guns N' Roses. I may not be able to tell you exactly every song in their Appetite for Destruction album or some of their other albums, but I can definitely tell you that the cover is what sticks in everybody's mind. You have to be able to achieve this with your audience, as you will create a better relationship with your audience and grow it as well. And lastly, step number 3, make sure to have your work be accessible online through social media like the 3 platforms we discussed, as well as Instagram and Twitter, as it's going to be the biggest avenue, whether it's just creating your account and posting what you play as far as your music, or even going to the extent of running ads on the platform as well, will get your stuff out there. There's also many accounts dedicated to showing people on their page, so by sending in your own stuff, you might be able to gain an audience by presenting your stuff on others' pages. I also recommend checking into Google SEO, which is search engine optimization. If you guys would be interested in that, let me know in the comments below, and you may see it as the next video if you guys are interested. So this is going to be the final goodbye, so once again, thank you for watching the video, and make sure to subscribe. Thanks.
Well, you made it to the end of the video. Thank you. As a sign of my appreciation, I'm going to show you what I had to deal with during the time I was editing.
Grilling.